Masters Dibble. Masters Dibble.
Master elements.
Masters Dibble. Masters Dibble.
Racism, white supremacy is a dynamic system for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival on the planet. White supremacy.
You are in an evil system, a system that is designed deliberately to produce evil thoughts, to produce animosity, to produce violence.
Introduction to African civilizations and man-garden civilization.
Masters Dibble. Masters Dibble.
Master elements.
Masters Dibble. Masters Dibble.
Master elements.
We dedicate lives to the study of history.
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation.
The right way is clearly distinct from error.
Racism is a competitive relationship between groups of people who are competing for the ownership and control of resources, wealth, and power.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the black dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
All right.
Well, that was quick.
I know, right? We just got a couple of ads. We got a couple of ads, you know what I'm saying? But we here though. So welcome everybody to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, in case you didn't know. And I am here, as always, with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. We are in the digital building. What's going on, everybody?
Happy Sunday to everybody. Work tomorrow. Not looking forward to that, but I'm grateful. You know.
I see. Yeah, no doubt. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to work tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, man. Got to drop my car on. But we here.
Me too. So you know, on the back end. So you remember my account got hacked, right?
What account? Oh yeah.
My personal account. This shit just happened again yesterday, and unfortunately, my credit union isn't open on the weekends. So these motherfuckers have done it again. Over $1,000 at Home Depot.
What?
And the killer part is, it's the same amount. It's the same amount, just a bunch of transactions.
And I've been seeing a lot of different scams, especially now, you know, holiday season. You know, there's a lot of different scams that's going on out there right now. I've been seeing a lot of different stuff on social media with the gift card scams and all of that stuff that people is doing, which I didn't really understand. One of them, you saw the video where it was a police officer talking about the scam with the gift cards.
How do they load them?
He said they come in the store They basically they steal the gift cards off the rack. They carefully open up the cardboard package that it comes in, clip off the part that you're supposed to scratch off. You know, when somebody give you a gift card, you got to scratch off that code. They cut off that part, put the card back in the cardboard, seal it back up, put it back in the store, hang it back up on the rack. And so people go buy the gift card, they get home, or they give it to their people. There's no code for them to scratch off. So I don't understand how a person gets access to the money because they just got the code, but they don't have no card to swipe. So I really don't understand how the scam works.
It's very sophisticated. It's very, very, when it happened to me the first time, the teller told me not to use my card, my debit card at any gas stations, like, you know, at the pump or at Walmart self-check. You know, she's like, they're somehow able to pull your numbers off of Walmart self-checks as well. So, of course, I stopped doing that. I have not used it at Walmart self-check. I have not used it at the pump. This has only been, I guess, 2-3 weeks at best. I got a whole new card, and they got me again. Over $1,000 that I have to go up here tomorrow and like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's crazy. But if they saying it's the gas station pumps and the self-checkouts, to me, that sounds like
inside
Walmart or the manufacturer of the machines themselves should be liable. If there's, you know what I'm saying?
At this point.
Some faulty like that is happening with their machines. That sounds crazy.
The first time it was over $2,000. This time it's a little over $1,000. I'm like, if y'all don't leave me the hell alone. It's crazy.
Come on,
so, yeah,
Ubuntu.
that's what's going on. Yeah, Ubuntu now better sit down some damn where.
Nah. But we here, man. We here for another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us on another Sunday. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with the gods. So we definitely appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all.
On your way in here, make sure you hit the like button, of course.
Of course, and share.
Make sure you share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live right now. We're about to be chopping up some good game as always. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channels, plural, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes. We do have a new YouTube channel, Godcast Enterprises on YouTube. We're live here right now. You might be watching us from that channel. Salute to you. Some of y'all may be tuning in from Sincere Love the God channel, and we appreciate y'all as well. But if you're not subscribed to the new channel, Godcast Enterprises on YouTube, make sure you head on over there and subscribe to the new channel as well. Because like I've been telling y'all, we will be transitioning Godcast business strictly to that page. Once we get it built up to where it's supposed to be at. Once we get enough of y'all over there acclimated to the new page. This page, the Sincere Love the God page, is kind of going to be like my personal page after we get everything switched over there. So make sure you subscribe to both pages, click the notification bell, all of that good stuff. All right. So hold on, let me see who we got in here already. Let me see what's going on.
Who that is in the chat.
Shout out to Shane Foster. Shane Foster was up in here early. Shout out to you, good brother. Cyberdyne, Mama Love in the building. What's going on, Mama Love?
My favorite lady, one of my favorite ladies.
Right. Cyberdyne said it happened to him also, or her. I don't know if that's him or her. But
it's going around like the flu.
Right. Exactly. Got to be more careful out here in these streets.
And it's only happening on the weekend. Hey, cousin. It's only happening on the weekends. I don't know if they know that the bank is closing early or if it's not open at all on the weekends, but those transactions were not there Friday. And so when I saw, it was weird, but yeah, we get that taken care of.
I had a little hiccup over the weekend too. Nothing like that, but with my booking app that I use to book my appointments at the barbershop. It's through Square, right? Now I've been using Square forever, for like a decade or more. I've been using Square. And so I was just doing some updates in my account because, you know, they offer savings account, checkings account, different features now. You know what I'm saying? Because recently the company Block the Square is blocked now, so it's owned by Jack Dorsey, who used to own Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He recently purchased Tidal and all of that stuff. So they got a lot of new features and stuff that they offer on there. So I was doing some updates, adding some stuff to my account, and it wouldn't allow me to open the checking account because the name on there was Sincere Love. That was the name on my account. Right. And so I'm like, they saying, okay, you know, I'm using my real name to try to open up the checking account, and they saying you don't have access. You know, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, how y'all let me set up this account under the name Sincere Love? I don't got no Social Security connected to that account, to that name. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how they let me set it up like that in the first place. But it was a whole big thing. It took me like 4 days to get everything straight. And then once I got everything straight, it kind of reset everything. So nobody was able to book me for Saturday, which is the busiest day of the week normally. Right. Extra busy because it's holiday season, people going to Christmas parties and all of this stuff. And so nobody was able to book me. I couldn't see my appointments because people had already booked me before, you know, the site crashed or whatever. And so I couldn't even see my schedule to know who was on my appointment. So it was just mad hectic at work yesterday. Wow. Trying to get everybody in. It's crazy. But it's all good, man. We made it through. We made it through, and we are here for you today to deliver y'all the news, let y'all know what's going on out here in the world. Right. Before we get started with that, though, want to remind everybody to visit godcastbooks.com. Make sure you purchase our children's book, 7 The Super Hey Rule. Volume 1, of course, you could order that right now. It's available right now. And you could pre-order Volume 2 as well on the website. So place your orders if you don't already have our Volume 1, which is 7's Big Move. Make sure you get that for your little ones. Perfect time right now with a Retrocessi coming up. You know, we like to gift books to our loved ones and all of that for the Retrocessi holiday. So go on and get that and pre-order the new book as well as the activity book. Tell them about the activity book.
I was just going to say, and shout out to everyone who took advantage of our Cyber Monday sale, Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, where you're going to get volume 2 as well as the Boredom Buster activities book as a bonus. So shout out to everyone who got theirs early. But right now, again, as he said, we have volume 2, which you can pre-order right now, and you can also order our Boredom Busters activities book, the Super Heru Boredom Busters activities book, which is going to be super, super dope. We're going to have word scrambles, connect the dots. We're going to introduce them to Tut. We're going to introduce them to what is it?
Supreme Mathematics.
Supreme Mathematics. I was going to say something else, Lord. We're going to introduce them to Supreme Mathematics, which I'm personally learning myself. You know, so this is super exciting. I get so excited when Sincere sends us our daily mathematics because I'm also sharing it and teaching it with my son. So I feel like, you know, I'm being empowered, but then I'm also, you know, empowering the next brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is super exciting for me because I'm learning with the kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so yeah, man, it's a bunch of dope stuff gonna be in the activity book that'll be able to keep the kids occupied, and they don't got to be on the electronics all the time. Right. They're around the house and stuff like that. You know, they could color in some pictures of the master teachers. They could connect the dots. They could, you know, do some word scrambles, word searches and stuff like that. And at the same time, they're learning foundational Black American history and culture, you know, while they're having fun and, you know, not getting on your nerves. So go on and get the book, family. What else? Visit the Masters RSVP. Visit the Masters RSVP. Get some merch. You know what I'm saying? Right. Get the Masters Table hoodie. And of course, you can stream the album. It's available on all streaming platforms. The Masters Table, DJ RP Beats, Sincere Love to God, on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all of that good stuff. Go check it out and go to the Masters RSVP and get you some merch if you haven't already done that. All right. And so speaking of Black businesses,
before we get into the Black businesses, I want to shout out the good brother, our foundational Black American brother, Mr. Black Alpha Network. He pulled up in Atlanta on a reparations at another reparations rally out there in Atlanta, Georgia. Spitting that hot fire, letting them know what we're not as foundational Black Americans are going to accept. This election cycle, and just letting them know that we need some tangibles, i.e., reparations, tangibles. And so I just wanted to give the good brother a shout out because he, as well as Afro Elite, when they have been pulling up, and again, just letting these folks know that we're just not playing anymore. You know what I'm saying? These Democrats, as well as the Republicans, but Democrats specifically, are, using these migrants, illegal aliens, basically, to try and bury us. And, we're already at the bottom. We can't afford, to put any other group ahead of us. And it's disrespectful, that these politicians who beg for our votes, who come to our churches with their hot sauce, and all this bull crap, disrespecting us, telling us that we have to put these asylum seekers, and we know that they're not asylum seekers. You know what I'm saying? These are just illegal aliens coming over here, trying to further subjugate us and suck up all the remaining resources, that are left. So I just appreciate, them, taking the time out, from their families to do that work, put in that work. So I want to shout out both Black Alpha Network as well as Afro Elite for doing the damn thing.
Yes, indeed. Man, yeah, here go our brother Black Alpha right here, putting in that work. Frontline B1 shit only. Let's go.
All right. I want to make a few good points, a very great point, actually. And it starts off with who we are, okay? We are the foundation of this country, all right? Those are my ancestors. This is my ancestry, and we have been the foundation of this country since day one. Not 2, 3, 4, 5. Since day one. And when you start talking about foundationals, you're not talking about people of color, you're not talking about minorities, you're not talking about all lives matter. It is specific. And we got to clear some things up because there seems to be a whole lot of fake misconfusion when it comes to our reparations. When it comes to our reparations, everybody acts like they don't really get it. Well, I'm gonna clear it up very well, okay? We have been the economic and the social backbone of this country and this county since day one. Again, it all goes back to day one. Once again, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. So when you start talking about us, the first thing you got to acknowledge is reparations. Reparations in the form of cash payments, all right? Not hugs, not kisses, not can't we all get along, not Uber rides, not DoorDash, none of that. It is about cash payment reparations. How do we know? It's because we see the money being given to immigrants and migrants right here in this city. When I came here, I seen a bunch of my lineage, foundational Black American brothers and sisters out in the streets sleeping in the cold, while migrants are getting millions of dollars, they're getting tangibles, they're getting resources and benefits and elevated above us. So we're very, very aware of what's going on, not just here in Fulton County, but all across this country. So I'm here to tell everybody, we stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Chicago. We stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in New York City. And I'm letting everybody know it will not go down the same way it's going on across the country. We get nothing and immigrants and migrants get all of our money. So in other words, I'm here to make a declaration for you and everybody watching right now. And that is that the Black American presence in the South is not going anywhere. So in other words, FBA South got something to say and FBA South is here to stay. So with all that said, in the great words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we are coming to get our check. And I want you guys to pass those reparations for us and you guys have a great night. With that said, reparations right now. Salute.
There it is.
I'm standing up. Encore. I'm standing.
There it is. Salute to our brother Black Alpha. Make sure you guys are subscribed to his channel on YouTube as well. Black Alpha Network right here on YouTube. Subscribe to the Good Brothers channel. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Torian Rain. I saw Torian Rain up in here. Shout out to the good brother Torian Rain. That's another channel that y'all need to make sure that you subscribe to if you're not already subscribed to the good brother Torian Rain already. B1 to the family. I see y'all coming up in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button too as y'all coming in here. Share this out. Let everybody know that we live and all of that. But I was gonna talk about on the business side of things. Our brother Dame Dash was recently chopping it up with 19 Keys, and what he was talking about is just another example of how Black businesses are often sabotaged and have to go through extra hurdles and jump through all type of hoops that other communities don't have to do in order to get themselves established or to be able to scale up in any type of way. And so let's play a little bit of the clip from what Dame Dash was talking about on 19 Keys's podcast, right? Or is it, or whose podcast are they on?
It looks like he is
It's on Dame Dash.
he's on, I think he's on 19 Keys show, but he shared a clip from it.
Okay. All right, let's check it out.
Clip, yeah.
What happened with Puff for me, because there was this initiative about 10 years ago that they had to have a black-owned, Comcast wanted black-owned networks. And I was talking to them, but they told me I had to show them $100 million because Magic and Oprah had took so many losses. So I'm like, if I got to go get 100, how are you going to think that's black? I'm not going to be able to get 100 million of black money. So what was happening is when I was coming back around, they were going, we gave Puff this money, Oprah this money, Magic, and Byron Allen suing everybody. So we're not doing anything. And I'm like, for the black channels right now, because we don't want to get caught. And literally Spectrum told me, what's the difference between you, Puff, and Oprah? And I said, the only thing that's similar is our skin.
Only we got that issue. Like we can't sell to other culture. But every other culture uses us as their greatest customer.
They put us in a box and there's always black delegated money. But even in music, is there white music? There's actually like an A&R black music. Or there's a BET owned by a white company, a black entertainment. Have you ever heard of white entertainment television?
It's never considered American. Hip hop is American.
Is there a white entertainment television? I mean, that's a great question. You know, we've never ever, you know, heard that before. At least for me, I've never heard anyone say, is there a white entertainment television? You know what I'm saying? And if there was a white entertainment television, I damn sure know it wouldn't be black owned. If there were, we wouldn't own it.
That's the thing. And yeah, I understand what he was saying, the perspective that he was coming from in there, but I have heard it from a different perspective. I've heard that question from a different perspective where I kind of had to shut it down before. It was a white girl who was saying, basically she was trying to say, it's not fair that there's a black entertainment television. There ain't no white entertainment television. How come you guys are allowed to have BET, but we don't got no white entertainment television or whatever the case may be? And so, of course, I shut her down. I let her know, first of all, BET is white owned. Black people don't even own it. You know what I'm saying? And second of all of the entertainment is white entertainment because they own it. They control the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? And the reason for, well, the original purpose of creating spaces like Black Entertainment Television when it was black owned was because of the marginalization, was because our entertainers didn't have no place to go. We weren't being shown in regular network television and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, so they wouldn't play Michael Jackson. Remember, they wouldn't play Michael Jackson on MTV. You know, Michael plays as clean music. They wouldn't play Michael Jackson on MTV at one point.
Exactly. And so that was the reason that it was necessary in the first place. But Dame Dash was obviously coming from a different place. He's saying how they use that to put us in a box, how they use that to control what is considered black culture. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if there's going to be a black entertainment television, we're going to have to control it. We're going to have to own it. We're going to have to be able to curate it. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's a controlled opposition type of thing. You know what I mean?
As the NAACP.
It's a way to appease black folks. It's a way to appease black folks also. You know what I mean? Look, we did do something for y'all. We got Sexy Red shaking her ass over here on TV. Ain't that what y'all wanted?
Pregnant at that. The same thing with the NAACP and the Congressional Black Caucus. All those are white-owned entities with black faces in front of them, right? And it's again to appease black people because we have some black faces speaking a little bit about black, but there are people of color in it all, you know, as a distraction and as another way to not give us anything, you know, that minority coalition BS that they use. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, not only in entertainment, but also in politics as well. We're seeing it on both sides.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And another thing that I saw on my timeline right before we went live on here today, speaking of how they like to sabotage black businesses and try to make us jump through all type of hoops and all of that stuff. Actively Black, shout out to Actively Black. That's a dope athletic wear company, black owned athletic wear company. I like their stuff a lot. But I seen this on my timeline right before we came on here. They put this post up here. where they got this swimsuit here that was banned from whichever e-commerce site they're using. I don't know if they use Shopify or who they use, as their e-commerce platform, but they put up this bathing suit and it was not approved. Can y'all, I don't know how good y'all could see this. I don't know how good y'all could see this, but this product was not approved because it doesn't comply with the following sections of our commerce policies. Products with overtly sexualized positioning. If you think this is a mistake, you can request another review. Our commerce policies help build a better community for buyers and sellers. Now let me swipe. It's a bathing suit, family.
That's it.
It's a two-piece bathing suit
that we see Becky and them with less on all the time on these platforms.
I won't even say that, because I don't even think it's the model that matters. It's the fact that this is a Black-owned company and they're very successful.
I think it's not just a Black-owned company. It's also that this is a Black model. I don't think that's Black-owned. I think it's Black-owned. She has natural hair, beautiful Black skin. It's a combination of the two, because that is not the imagery that we're supposed to see as far as beauty standards here.
But they don't mind showing half-naked Black women, though. Is what I'm saying. They don't mind showing that, as long as they own it and they're the ones making the money off of it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's a form of exploitation. Whereas in this case here, like I said, it's a Black-owned company, and they're known, they have a Black excellence type of image. You know what I'm saying? The way that they brand themselves. You know what I mean? It's not that low-level degradation type of shit that's going on. You know what I mean? They show Black women in a good light, and Black people in general, but Black women specifically, they show them in a good light. They give them a classy look with their branding and all of that. And so I think that's what it's really about for me. But like I said, this is a dope company. And I remember sometime last year, I think it was, there was like a breach in their e-commerce situation where a bunch of people got a bunch of free stuff somehow. I forgot exactly what went down, but like, you know how you be on the site and you put stuff in your cart, but you don't buy it.
Right.
So everybody that had stuff in their cart, it just automatically sent it to them. They didn't pay nothing. It just automatically sent it to them. Like, I think it was like over $10,000, $20,000 worth of merchandise.
Wow.
Went out. Yeah. Yeah. And this was last year sometimes. I remember he was going live asking people like, yo, you know, if you got stuff and you know you didn't order stuff, you know, give us some of the money, you know, pay us something.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
You know what I mean? And so I don't think that was an accident either.
I was just going to say, that doesn't sound like an accident to me.
Your product tag isn't visible to others because the product doesn't follow our policies about what can be sold on Instagram. Oh, so this is Instagram who's blocking it. This is Instagram itself. Okay. And you know, you see all type of shit on Instagram.
Right. I'm just saying.
Wearing nothing. Talking about people wearing nothing. I could click on that store page. So what's the problem? What is the problem? What is really going on?
Anti-Blackness.
Exactly.
That's where.
But I like how they do their stuff. I like how they do their stuff, though. If y'all not up on them, make sure y'all follow them, support them. They good money. They had a dope ass fashion show not too long ago. I forgot how they did it. I ain't gonna mess their shit up, but go on their page, scroll down, you'll see it. Check them out. They dope. They only want to show morbidly obese Black women like we can't live healthy lives.
I mean, we gotta say, Lizzo had both her ass cheeks out all over social media, and I never saw her page get banned or the photo get banned at all. Let's be clear.
Right. Instagram got a lot of nerve talking about sexualized position. Y'all got a lot of nerve, Instagram.
Right.
The hell y'all talking about?
Right. And
All
speaking
right.
of, we still got some more, anti-blackness that's going on. But this time, which it's always been going on, but in Hollywood, has everyone heard what Terrence J is doing? I mean, not Terrence J, Terrence Howard. He's suing his talent
Chance Howard, yeah.
agency, CAA, for his salary and the hit show Empire for breach of fiduciary duties. Howard claims the producers of the show had the same agency as him, and his agent convinced him to sign a bad deal in favor of the producers. I mean,
Yeah,
crazy. I mean,
yeah.
but not surprising, but it's crazy. And also, I think he only got paid $12,000 for what was that popular one when he played the pimp? It's hard out here for what's that movie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't think of the name of the movie, but
Hustle
yeah,
and
that
Flow.
one. He only Hustle and Flow. He only got paid $12,000 to do Hustle and Flow.
Right. I don't want to play the news clip, but that's what's going on. He's suing the CAA for his salary in the hit show Empire for breach of fiduciary duty. Howard claims the producers of the show had the same agency as him, and his agent convinced him to sign a bad deal in favor of the producers. And so, I don't know, Terrence Howard is an interesting dude to me, man. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff that he be talking about, a lot of stuff that got to do with like science and math and all of that. Like, he's a very smart brother, but it also, I'm gonna say this, it also comes across to me like he's playing a role. He's a very good actor.
Right.
So it kind of comes across to me a little bit like he might be playing a role, like this might be a script, like he might have been set. I'm just saying, I get that vibe a little bit. Sometimes when I'm watching some of these clips and I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, is this nigga serious or is this nigga acting?
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'll do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He could be sent as some type of controlled opposition in order to gain credentials with the black grassroots. We see him doing stuff like this, and we get behind him and get on board. Like, yeah, Terrence Howard, a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
meanwhile, it's a script the whole time. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what it is.
He don't have a black wife, so we wouldn't get behind him like that. I mean, we'll stand be with you. When you doing some right stuff and stuff like that, but like, yeah, he ain't married to no black woman. So, there's gonna be limits. There's limitations, to what it is we standing behind now.
Yo, man, I can't think of who it is now. I can't think of who it is now because I wanted to ask you about somebody else who has a non-black wife.
Uh-oh.
I forgot who it was, but I wanted to ask you about. Okay, I know who it is. What's your opinion and what's y'all opinion in the chat if y'all familiar with the brother? Damn, I just had his name.
What did he play on?
No, he's not an actor. He's on social media and all that stuff. He got a podcast. He does a lot of stuff with 19 Keys. He talks a lot about like aliens and space and shit like that.
Oh, I don't know who he is. I don't know.
You do know what I'm talking about, man. What's his name, y'all? I don't follow his stuff heavy, but I do see, I'm saying, his stuff here and there. And, damn, what's this guy's name? Carson?
Ben Carson?
Something Carson? Not Ben Carson. Oh, damn, Ben Carson.
Wait, that's the...
I'm talking about damn Ben Carson.
I think I know who you're talking about because he does like numerology.
Help me out in the chat, y'all.
Does he do numerology?
Forbidden knowledge. What's it? Billy Carson. That's what I'm talking about. Billy Carson. What's y'all opinion on him? He got a non-black wife.
I don't follow him.
She be spitting too, though. She be spitting too. His lady's Asian. I don't know where she's from, whatever. He got an Asian. They just got married recently. Congratulations to them. She be spitting too, though.
I mean, yeah.
What's your opinion?
I don't follow him. I don't know him. And it's probably a reason why. Because I just, like, you can spit a lot of knowledge. And I can respect, the shit that you spitting. But you building, and it's going back to them. Like, that's a conflict of interest. Sincere, it's a conflict of interest to me. in my opinion. Everybody else can have their own. It's just a conflict of interest for me. Like, I don't need nobody on here talking black, black, black. Black people need to do this. We need to do that. And then, you know what I'm saying? You ain't building yourself with, a black man or a woman. That's the same thing for bed wenches. Don't come up in here talking black, 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 and you got Ken next to you. I can't ride with that. That's just me. If you all about blackness, then everything needs to be black, including your spouse, your children. How we building or talking, building up blackness, and you're not building with your own. Like, what is you doing? It's a conflict of interest, no?
Okay. Some people in the chat are saying he's a scammer. Some
I've
people
heard
in
that.
the chat.
That's probably why I ain't listen.
Somebody say he's a convicted scammer. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know.
Conflict of interest.
Because there's allegations about everybody on social media is a scammer. Everybody's a grifter
if they're
and
black.
a scammer.
If they're black.
If
they're black.
Everybody who got a large following that's making money any type of way is a grifter and a scammer on social media. That's just the rule of thumb.
Black. Especially if they're black. I'm just talking about, these people, with these non-black spouses, and then they're in predominantly black spaces, where we're talking about black empowerment, and you ain't even empowering yourself, nigga, with a black family.
Well, like I said, I don't follow his stuff heavy, but from what I do see, I don't really hear him talking black, black, black like that. He's more on like a spiritual kick. He's more on like a spiritual kick.
He's just careful with his language, but he's in black spaces. Let's be very clear. He's definitely in black spaces. He definitely is in black spaces. He has a black audience for the most part. But I'm just saying, from the stuff that I have heard, it's more on some spiritual, esoteric stuff. It's not really, what we be on. You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't over there in the Asian community then? Is he spitting that to them? Is he over there spitting that to the Asian community?
Somebody said, don't forget Brother Black.
Right. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Is he over there in Asian spaces?
I don't know.
Spirituality?
I don't know. He just came to mind because you said, dating non-black women or whatever. He just came to mind. That's the only reason why I brought it up.
It's a conflict of interest.
I got you. What else we talking about though? Oh, the main topic for today though that we're gonna be talking about is this whole lawsuit thing that's going on with the reggaeton genre. There's a lawsuit right now that's taking place. Well, we can get into it a little bit later, but that's gonna be the main topic that we're talking about.
I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, there's a lawsuit that's basically threatening to shut down the whole genre. We get into it. We'll get into it a little bit later. What other stories we got?
All right.
Y'all let everybody know we exposing reggaeton today. Share this out. Let everybody know we exposing reggaeton and their shenanigans today. So
I want to talk about this. Anti-black hate crime skyrocketed in LA County. If y'all don't know, I'm here in LA County. I'm here born, raised here in California, LA. And so anti-black hate crime significantly increased according to reports issued on November 29th of this year, y'all, right? By the Los Angeles County Commission on Human Relations, reported anti-black hate crimes jumped a shocking 34% from 219 to 294. The 294 anti-black crimes reported in 2022 were second largest number ever recorded. Although African Americans only comprise about 9% of the county population, they constituted 53% of racial hate crime victims, up from 45%. So again, when we're talking about reparations, hate crime bills, yet these people are telling us that we need to be focused on Israel and Gaza. We need to be focused on migrants and illegal aliens coming over here. And you know what, you Negroes, you guys are good. You guys are used to not having shit anyway. So focus on these people because they need it better than y'all. Yet we're the ones who are being, victimized by anti-hate crime in Los Angeles and abroad. And not only that, but with policy. with policy as well. So when these people come to us and telling us that we need to put these other groups ahead of us, I mean, their numbers are showing that we need it the most.
Right. And I think in that stat, they were saying that the black hate crimes were the only ones that had an increase like that.
The only one.
Everybody else, the reports, you know, it stayed level. The only spike was the anti-black hate crimes.
And let me read that part. All other racial and ethnic groups saw only slight increases or declined significantly. That's what this article says.
Right. And so another thing with that is too, damn, I hate when that happens. I lose my train of thought.
You getting old.
Yeah. But no, it was a point that I wanted to make about that, because they tell us that we don't need an anti-black hate crime. Oh yeah, this is for the Democratic shield. This is for the Democratic shills out there. Whenever we start talking about how we need an anti-black hate crime specifically for us, they're telling us we don't need it because the hate crimes that are on the books already apply to us, right?
That aren't enforced.
But we got a few stories in here where that should be applied. This guy, where's that story at? The guy that just got convicted for spitting on his neighbor and all that. This guy right here.
There we go. That was next too. Right, falling right in line. Yeah. What's his name?
This guy right here.
Edward Matthews.
Man who screamed racial slurs at his black neighbors is jailed for 8 years after shocking video of his abusive rant went viral. Felon sobbed as he apologized for terrorizing victims. I know y'all remember this. We talked about this when the story broke. But yeah, the dude, first of all, he only got 8 years. And he's not charged with a hate crime.
No.
If the hate crimes that are on the books already apply to us, how is this not a federal hate crime right here? See, just spit in his face. Now, by the way, this is a tether. Let me point that out. This is a non-FBA dude that just got spit in his face. He's standing on his own front porch. This white man all up in his grill, spit in his face, calling him all type of monkeys, all type of shit. And somehow he walked away from that situation. Right. So I just wanted to point out that this is a non-FBA dude here that he running up on like that.
And I also want to point out that in the article, Matthews' ex-wife Shannon, however you say their last name, told Daily Mail in 2021 that he is not a racist, saying he has a lot of black friends, y'all. So him spitting on somebody, calling them monkeys, calling them N-words and everything else, right? All those racial slurs. He has black friends, y'all. So that
they also try to blame it on him being drunk. They try to blame it on the alcohol. But this man is clearly not drunk in this video. This is not no drunk person.
No.
This man is not drunk at all.
And they say that a sober mouth speaks a drunk mouth speaks a sober mind or something. What's that saying? You know,
right. You said it right.
The alcohol, the alcohol is just the truth serum. So that is who he is. If he was drunk, that's no excuse to me.
It ain't no excuse either way.
Right.
Put your hands on me one more time. Put your hands on me. Come close. Come close. Right there. Right there. Right there. Go close. Jerseys. Back up. Go close. Back up. Keep backing up. Back up. Keep back.
He said, put your hands on me one more time. Come close to me. Come close to me. The nigga can't get no closer. The man can't get no closer, dude.
Please log in through the Google Home app.
Can I say this, y'all?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
He should have got a bat and beat the shit out of his ass.
You get the out of here. Okay? I have every right to be here like you do. Oh, yeah. Just like he does right here. This is called common property. I don't care. Okay, well, if you don't care, walk away. Learn your law. Walk away. It's not Africa. Oh, this is not Africa. You know what?
He said, learn your law. This is not Africa.
You know that?
I was born in America. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing when we delineate, right? Is because, yeah, we all face anti-black racism, but we don't all respond to it the same way.
Absolutely not.
There's no way in hell this man gonna be on my damn front porch
spitting,
talking all of this shit all up in my face, spit in my face. Oh, we don't have to worry about no police.
Right.
They had to come clean. They had to come clean that place up.
Right.
They had to come clean this nigga up off the sidewalk. You understand? It's a whole different energy when it comes to foundational Black Americans. This ain't going down like that. Are you crazy? This ain't Africa. Yeah, this ain't the Ukraine either.
That part. And that's not only is this not a hate crime, you guys. Matthew has been in custody since his arrest, which, remember, it took them a minute to arrest him. It took the community to show up at his house, you know what I'm saying, and demand that he gets arrested. But he's been in jail since he was arrested, and he's gonna get credit for 886 days spent in jail. He will be eligible for parole in 16 months. So a slap on the damn wrist.
Yeah. And his wife divorced. They trying to win sympathy for him in the article because they talking about how he lost everything, he lost all his belongings, his wife divorced him, and all of this stuff. But that was part of the play to make sure that he keep, his possessions and all of that, so that he doesn't lose everything. For her to divorce him so that everything becomes separated, you know what I mean? But she's still standing by his side. She ain't leaving him for real. That's just a legal separation so that none of the property and valuables don't get caught up in the litigation.
That's it. And he has to pay $4,408 in restitution and undergo racial sensitivity training, you guys.
They're gonna take him to the Black History Museum.
Yeah. Well, they need to bring him out here to the Hidden History Museum.
Go back to your house, go walk the dog, go do your You have no idea what you've been involved in. Don't touch me. And if you want to be involved in this, I'm going to talk to whoever I want. Exactly. If you want to get involved in this, you know what happened? The last one? I know what you
You heard him. He said, "You know what happens in the last one?" So this man is known for terrorizing his Black neighbors,
right?
And bragging about it. And watch when the police pull up too. Look,
dude, I don't care. Cookie's windows got shot out with a shotgun. I don't care. 222s to the front face. I do not care. In Cherry Hill, the daughter got smashed. Exactly. Is that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened? I don't care. At work, monkey. I don't care where you were. At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these monkey out of here, and you can't do. Hey, White, why are you back over here? Somebody called me. Someone called you. It's private property. You have no jurisdiction here whatsoever. I do. Somebody calls me. Hold on. You know what? Hold on. No. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Go talk to these. Go ahead. You go talk to. Let them know what I'm all about and what their rights they have. Right. You want to go back to your house? I'll come back to you. No, I'll stay right here. It's common property. Okay. Have a nice night.
Dude, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's that's the reason why I said I wouldn't be waiting for no fucking police.
Right.
I ain't waiting for no damn police to come. You got a God-given right to defend yourself, family.
Period.
You don't got to stand there and allow nobody to sit there and berate you like that. Your own damn property. You got to be kidding
me. On your porch, in your face, and on your porch.
That's enough of that.
But these white supremacists and suspected white supremacists get away with it because they know that nothing is going to happen, to them. They know that the police are not going to show up with guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for a police officer to actually shoot a white person. Case in point with this video that you're going to play next.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. What was that?
I said these white supremacists know that the police are not going to come at them with guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? We worry about that getting pulled over. They don't worry about that even when they are considered armed and dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They know that the police are not going to strike them with fire. They're not going to tase them in most cases. They're going to plead with them in most cases. And we're going to be showing you guys a video.
There's one video where the cop was running from the dude.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that
pretty much?
Yeah.
Damn well. He may as well have run.
This nigga backed up like a crawfish.
Right.
Yeah. Look at that.
Do it.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Look at this good ass. This goddamn coward, man.
Right.
But that would have been a mentally ill black
man
child.
or child. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let that would have been a black child that's having some type of mental crisis, mental health crisis or something.
Black man, woman, or child. He would have shot them on jump. He would have never pulled his taser out to begin with.
Right. Right. Defend yourself, family. That's all defend yourself. The way women are allowed to speak to pigs is crazy. Facts, Bad Seed.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, Bad Seed. Yep, facts, Crew Royalty. Stand your ground.
Listen, I'd rather
this cop. Good question, Star. Well, that cop wasn't in fear of his life. He looked like he was in fear of his goddamn life.
Right. You know, there's this saying, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Right. So in that case, you know, if I have to do what I have to do, I'm just gonna have to, you know, take that chance of being judged by that 12 and when someone is that aggressive with you, and I'm going back to that Matthews, you know, guy that aggressive to you, I fear for my life 1,000%, you know, because one, I'm black, he's white. When the police come, even though he's at my door, they're going to automatically treat me like I'm the criminal or the aggressor. So yeah, I feel for my life on both ends.
Right. And you should. He's sitting there bragging about all the other people that he done shot their windows out and all type of shit. He telling the cop to tell you how he get down.
Right.
He like, you better tell. He telling the cop, yeah, let him know who he dealing with. Let him know who I am.
So y'all, they know me. So the cops know him.
Knew the cop's name. Yeah, he knew the cop by name. I forgot what his name was, but he's like, what are you doing here, Jackson?
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a God-given right, family. Hit that like button. Hit that like button as y'all coming in here. I see some new people up in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all. Where we going?
I just missed. Oh, I know this is kind of old news, but I still feel like it's not old, but because it's still a hot topic right now. But did everyone see the interview that Russell Simmons did? You know, about his ex Kimora Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed that she started to come out negatively about Russell. You know, right when her white husband, you know, got those charges and was convicted. Right, all of a sudden, you know, she and Russell, you know, during their, you know, relationship, regardless of the age difference, I'm not even speaking to that right now. But since they've even divorced, they've always, you know, put on this front of being best friends, you know, very supportive of one another's relationships, children. He's the godfather, you know, to the children that she's had since, you know, divorcing him, all these things. And now that he's calling her to the carpet about that 800 or about some money, you know, that was stolen from their company that they shared, all of a sudden now, you know, she has this anti-Russell sentiment, and I don't appreciate that about Kimora. I feel some way about that because where was this energy when you first divorced him? If he was this bad person, now that you done married Whitey and you done took his money to bail out Whitey, now all of a sudden you're coming out here, you got your daughters disrespecting their dad. That's not okay with me.
Yeah, man, a lot of this stuff is ugly. I don't like to see it. You know, I'm not caping for nobody. I ain't picking on nobody's side. I ain't vouching for nobody or nothing like that. I just don't like to see it overall. And I definitely am not celebrating anybody's downfall, anybody's demise. There's a lot of people out here celebrating, you know, with the whole Diddy thing, Russell Simmons, all these people, you know, that they got in the crosshairs right now. It's way too many black people I see out here. What are you getting out of this?
Right.
That's the thing I don't understand. What are you getting out of this? Why are you so happy to see, you know, this happening? I don't understand that part. You know what I mean? I don't get that. You know what I mean? I ain't got my cape on for nobody, but I ain't out here glad to see, you know, these black men being destroyed the way that they are right before our eyes. This is, this is reminiscent of what we've seen with other people like Michael Jackson and others, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, there's no facts. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know what really happened. There's accusations. There's, a lot of people whose stories kind of corroborate with each other, but there's really no facts. We don't know what's true and what's not true.
These same Negroes were just as mute. These same Negroes was mute when it came to Epstein and Weinstein and all the other things. You know what I'm saying? These same Negroes have been mute as hell. Oprah, Gail, because I haven't seen any interviews with them about that either. You know what I'm saying? So again, like you said, why are people celebrating? Because when Whitey does something, you niggas act like you tuck your tail all of a sudden. You don't have anything to say.
Right. I just don't understand. Like, what are you getting out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like some of these bitter artists, that never blew up and never really got what they were supposed to get. I kind of get where they coming from with it. Okay, I can see the satisfaction they're getting out of it. They've been bitter and mad at all these years. And so now it's like revenge almost in a way, you know what I'm saying, for them.
Right.
So I kind of get that. But just for y'all Negroes that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, why are you so happy to see this?
Right.
I don't get it.
It's crazy.
I do not understand it.
Insane. But I think people want to attach themselves to something, even if it's negative. And sadly, there's this common thing amongst melanated people, because I don't know if they're tethers or not, but just melanated people, when there's a bunch of them celebrating the demise, or takedown of someone Black.
Right. I don't like to see it, man. To be honest, I'm not happy to see none of this taking place. If any of the accusations are true, people should be punished accordingly. I do believe that.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? But like I keep saying on this show over and over again, we know and understand that there is and has been a concerted, systematic effort to destroy the image, particularly of Black male entertainers. We see it over and over and over again. Eddie Griffin talked about it in his stand-up about how nobody gets out clean. And that was how long ago when he was talking about that?
Man, 10 years plus.
You know what I mean? 10 plus years ago. And we just still keep seeing the same scenario play out over and over again. At what point do we just stop, getting on the bandwagon and dogpiling? At what point do we stop doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is corny to me. All the dogpiling and all that. If let these people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to get on board with all that shit. You know what I mean? And I say the same thing to the Diddy's and the Russells and the people who are going through this stuff right now. Y'all motherfuckers shouldn't have been so silent when you seen what was going on with Bill Cosby, when you seen what was going on with the Michael Jacksons and other people. Y'all was around just watching. Y'all wasn't saying nothing.
Right.
Y'all just sat on the sidelines and let that happen. Like, oh shit, it ain't me.
Right.
It ain't me. And now it's your turn. You know what I mean?
And we're gonna sit back and be quiet.
I even say that. I even feel that way about 50 Cent. Like some of the shit 50 do is funny. You know what I'm saying? He's be petty with it. It's funny. It's entertaining. But my thing is like 50. You don't think your turn is coming?
Right.
You don't think your turn is coming, Fifth? You think you are exempt, my nigga?
Laugh now, cry later.
Right. They gonna make their rounds. They gonna make their rounds, man. And we see how easy it is. Because like I said, there are no facts. But right now, as it stands, Diddy is finished.
Yeah.
There's nothing Diddy could do to restore his image. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing he could do, even if none of this shit is true. Let's just say, hypothetically, none of this shit is true. All of these accusations are totally false that are against him. There's nothing he could do about it. He's done. He's finished.
Do you think about a part of that though is karma as well for how he mishandled, the business relationship with a lot of the artists, and like some of this is karma also?
Yeah, I'm not defending him. I'm not saying he don't deserve what he's getting. I'm just using a hypothetical situation to say, if none of this shit is true, look how easy it is to take somebody down. You know what I'm saying? We just seen, what they did with Kanye. He's still trying to recover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that easy to just hit the switch on these niggas, is what I'm saying.
But also,
so,
Kanye also had other black people, other black artists jumping on his back too. Telling him to shut up. Not being supportive of what it is that he was talking about. Even when he was doing right, or turning their backs on him because they didn't agree with him politically. They were quick. To talk shit about Kanye, but these same Negroes be quick were mute when it came to Bill Cosby. When it comes to black issues, period. Diddy is the same nigga was like, you know what? Our vote is for sale. And 5 minutes later.
Right.
5 minutes later when that chain got yanked.
And see, that's what I'm saying. If we want to dogpile on Diddy, let's dogpile on Diddy about that. That's something that affects all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we know for a fact that he's been doing, shilling for the Democrats. You know what I mean? Diddy has probably been doing it longer than anybody else that's out there right now. He was doing the vote or die shit
vote or die.
When it was John Kerry running against George Bush.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's been towing the line for the Democrats for the longest. So to see that he's not able to do that anymore, I can celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? I can pop my collar to that. The fact that they lost a tool out of their shed, a useful tool out of their shed. You know what I mean? So I'm happy about that part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
But when they're losing a sharpened tool, that they've cultivated, what new tool are they bringing? Who's the new tool?
Of course, they constantly cultivating them. But I'm just saying, Diddy was a big fish.
Oh yeah.
Diddy is a big fish because not only, you know what I'm saying, his celebrity and his fame and all of that stuff too, but his ability to organize and really put money behind what he's trying to do and all of that and brand it and make it pop in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's good. So somebody like Lil Nas X not going to be as effective. You know what I'm saying? No. They could try it. They try to prop other people up, but it's not as effective. Black people ain't really, you know what I mean?
No.
Cardi B, people like that. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy was actually effective. So I could say I'm happy about that part of it. We don't gotta deal with that no more. You know what I'm saying? But
so what did you think about that Mace freestyle then?
I thought the freestyle was incredible.
Wasn't it though? I ain't gonna lie. I looked at it several times. I was like, damn, I got tingly inside.
Nah, Mace is nice.
I didn't know. So let me say this. I'm used to Mace, back in the days when he was with Bad Boy, right? And I liked some of his things, but it wasn't like, and of course I'm a West Coast girl, so y'all know I'm a little biased as it comes to, the East Coast. I will say that up front. But I was vibing to Mace then. I just didn't know Mace was, I like this. I didn't know Mace was doing this. Go on, Reverend Mace.
Nah, Mace is an incredible lyricist. Man. He's an incredible MC.
Hey guys.
Hey, Seven.
Yo, Dad, where are your headphones?
No headphones today, man. I'm just freestyling.
That freestyle was amazing. I was like, this is what, and drop an album, man. At this point.
And look, this is the thing too with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a casual listener like you wouldn't expect Mace to really be spitting like that. Those of us who hip hop heads, especially East Coast niggas, we know Mace really nice like that. But the music that he put out wasn't really, it don't really exemplify that. He didn't really showcase that side of himself because he went to the shiny suit, bling bling side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was the poster child for that, and so he was still nice. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really showcase his real skill set like this freestyle does. You know what I'm saying? And other stuff that he's done, mixtape stuff and shit like that, will really showcase what his skill set is. But nah, Mace is really nice. That freestyle was incredible. But I also feel like, okay, dope freestyle. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing with the freestyle, but Diddy, number one, is not in a position to defend himself at all right now.
No.
And even if he was, Diddy is not an MC. You know what I'm saying? So you save that pen game for somebody who is a formidable challenger. You know what I'm saying? You gonna battle Diddy? Diddy's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? To me, you challenge Diddy in a different arena. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not a rapper.
He tried, you know, when he was talking about getting his masters, he tried to go to his brother as a brother, you know, to purchase, you know what I'm saying, his masters and stuff like that. And again, I understand business is business. Business is business. So I'm not going to discredit that. You signed a deal, right? Regardless of the mindset that you were in at that time, you signed a deal. So business is business. Although you may feel like this is your brother, or we better than that. You know, we built a friendship. We are friends, but this is the friendship side. But this is my business side. So I understand how to separate the two. I do. I don't think a lot of people know how to separate that though. Because we cool, because we built this bond. Now you feel entitled, and you can't have that type of attitude.
Right. But as far as the dispute goes between Diddy and Mace over royalties and money and all of that stuff, based on what I know about the situation, I actually side with Diddy in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like Diddy said, Mace did one album for Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
When you sign a deal, it's usually a record deal is usually structured for a multiple deal, you know what I'm saying? Multiple albums or whatever the case may be. They don't go like by a certain amount of years. It go by a certain amount of projects. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he was supposed to deliver another album for Bad Boy, and Diddy released a budget to him. I think it was $3 million or something like that for his second album, which he never did. So you owe Diddy money.
Okay, so I have a contract for that. So Cassie signed a 10-album deal with him, and she's only put out one album this whole time.
Well, he released her.
Did he?
He released her from that contract. From what I understand, he had released her from that contract, and he tried to. I guess he had her sign an NDA or whatever, so she couldn't come at him or nothing, you know, about anything or whatever. From what I've been seeing, I don't really know too much with that one, but she got out the deal. You know what I mean? Just like the Locks were able to get out their deal. They went on their whole Free the Locks campaign and all that shit. And they eventually got out of their deal with Diddy and were able to sign with Rough Riders and continue with their career and do their thing. But with Mace, he just fell back from doing music. He just fell back and went and became a fake pastor and ran off with the $3 million budget.
So basically in Diddy's defense, you got your check because you ran off.
Nigga, you ran off with $3 million. The $3 million was for the budget for the new album. It's not your money to put in your pocket. And he's not coming at you for the $3 million either. So to me, it didn't make sense that he was trying to say that Diddy owe him anything. Just based on what I know. There might be more information that we don't know, that's not out there. I don't know. But based on what is known, I'm like, nigga, that man don't owe you nothing.
Right. As a matter of fact, you're in breach of your contract.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Right. But it's all entertaining. It's all entertaining. Dope freestyle. You know what I mean? I rate the freestyle very high. Very high. He killed that, especially live on stage. It's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? He did it a cappella. You know what I mean? It was dope. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was dope.
So, question: is he still a pastor or no?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. All right, before we get into our main topic, though, I want to talk about this because I live here and it's starting to get on my nerves. California and Governor Newsom is starting to get on my nerves. Like literally, with this stuff, it started to get on my nerves because, you know, anything that targets children, to me, is just a no. So California retailers that refuse to have gender neutral toys for children will be fined up to $500 under the new ultra woke Gavin Newsom law after uproar over LGBT toys sold during Pride Week. Like, this is insane, you guys. This is insane.
What outlet is that?
This is
what media outlet is that?
The Daily Mail.
Okay. Ultra woke.
And the law goes into effect January 1st, 2024. So this is going into effect in the next few weeks.
So if you sell toys and you refuse to display these gender neutral toys in the store, then you're gonna have to face a fine.
What does gender neutral mean? Like, you know, for kids.
Right.
Kids see toys. Kids just see toys. They're not looking at what gender it is. They just looking at toys, what it is that they like, the things that they're into at the time.
I feel like they should just have their own stores. You know what I'm saying? They should have their own, or maybe their own departments or something. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want to do, I mean, so that way people know what they're getting into. Is what I'm saying. I don't like that. They just try to blend it in with everything else, and people get kind of ambushed with these things. Like you going down the toy aisle looking for, you got your kids with you, you going down the toy aisle looking for something, and boom, they got some shit that pop up right there that's hella awkward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas you, if they had their own department, you would know, okay, that, you know, we ain't going over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like even with the television shit, like I don't think they should not be on television. They should not be allowed to act or play roles and stuff like that. But let it be known. Let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Put an address on that thing.
Right.
So that we know what we're getting into. Don't let me be sitting here, you know, watching the show and there's some gangster shit going on, and then the next scene, two niggas is bent over somewhere. Like, what the hell is this? That's the shit I don't like.
And what I don't like too is it's always the Democrats that are pushing it. And I'm not sure if you guys saw, if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I shared a post from the Democratic Party that says, unlike, it was from the Democratic Party, their account on Twitter, and it says, unlike the Republican Party, we support trans children or something to that effect. It's like all the stuff that's needed right now, and y'all over here with this bull crap, like, what are y'all talking about? Why does it all come from this party?
Oh yeah, you already know. That's their thing. That's their wing of the
foolery.
Right. But Rosa German, can you translate that comment? I don't know what language that is. Put a long ass comment, and I don't know if that's German or whatever it is, but can you translate whatever you're talking about? We speak English over here. But yeah, before we get into the main topic, since you talking about certain laws being enacted, there's a lot of posts on social media right now. A lot of people on TikTok and stuff like that are talking about this law that applies to LLCs and small businesses.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me see. From the Corporate Transparency Act. Now, the Corporate Transparency Act was signed into law, I think, during the Trump administration, but a lot of it is going to go into effect January 2024. And so there's a lot of videos out there. Basically, I don't know if they just trying to scare niggas to buy their course or whatever they trying to do, but they like, hey, if you got an LLC, you might be going to jail if you don't do this, and
Right.
And so I was kind of looking into it a little bit. And so I wanted to read some of it here just to put people on to what's really going on, so you get a little bit of clarity. Let me see. So what's this? Hold on. It's taking a minute to load up. 97%
your tax preparer too, right? This is something that everyone should be discussing with their CPA or tax preparers as well.
97% of small businesses are required to file a FinCEN BOI report in 2024. Less than 10% of small business owners know of their BOI filing obligations. So avoid penalties up to $500 a day and $10,000. Choose file forms here. So this site that I'm looking on here, it just, I guess they're promoting like you could do the forms through here, through us. But I went and actually looked at the actual bill, and that's what I thought I was clicking on here.
And it's towards the bottom. That's where I was in. I was like, where he at? Because I'm reading the actual bill.
This is on Congress.gov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can read it. But I didn't want to. It was just certain parts in there because this, obviously it's a bunch of stuff in here that y'all need to go check out if you're a small business owner, LLC, or anything like that. But it was just some key parts that I wanted to point out just to demystify what's going on here.
And it's called HR 2513, you guys. HR 2513. It passed the House. It says October 22nd, 2019. So it's not new, actually.
It just goes into effect this coming year.
Yeah, it just goes into effect this year. And it says this division requires certain new and existing small corporations and limited liability companies to disclose information about their beneficial owners. A beneficial owner is an individual who, one, exercises substantial control over a corporation or limited liability company, two, owns 25% or more of the interest in the corporation or limited liability company, or three, receives substantial economic benefits from the assets of the corporation or limited liability company. Specifically, if certain entities apply to form a corporation or limited liability company, they must file beneficial ownership information with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FINCEN in parentheses, I guess that's the abbreviation. Furthermore, certain existing corporations and limited liability companies must file this information with FinCEN 2 years after the implementation of final regulations required under this division. The division imposes a civil penalty and utilizes criminal penalties, a fine or a prison term for up to 3 years or both for providing false or fraudulent beneficial ownership information or willfully failing to provide complete or updated beneficial ownership information.
Right. And so that's the part right there that I wanted to point out because, like I said, most of the videos that you're seeing on social media right now, they basically telling you if you don't file this form come January, your ass is going to jail and you're going to have to pay a fine. But what this is saying is the division imposes a civil penalty and authorizes criminal penalties, a fine, a prison term of up to 3 years or both for providing false or fraudulent beneficial ownership information or willfully failing to provide complete or updated beneficial information. So this is for people that's trying to do some bullshit. It's not somebody who didn't know about this obligation and doesn't file by January, whatever the case may be. They're just gonna come lock you up. No, that's some boogeyman shit that these gurus is out there trying to push to get you to sign up for their course or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be aware of this and do what you got to do your due diligence, make sure that you file the appropriate paperwork. But really, they got the civil and the criminal penalties in place for people who try to put false information or people who are money laundering and try to avoid this obligation altogether.
Or do you think it's, and also maybe for people who create shell companies as well, to do fraudulent information, because people that usually have these shell companies are, doing starting a company real quick to do some fraud stuff and then close it down.
Right. And exactly. So those are people that they're trying to go after. So it's not just anybody with an LLC about to go to jail next year. Like, stop it. What you're talking about. And there was another law too that's happening in New York. I just thought about it. About them being able to forcefully quarantine people and put people in hospitals and different facilities if they suspect that they have some type of communicable disease or whatever the case may be. That's very interesting. People need to look into that. What's happening over there? There's some senators out there in New York who are fighting against it. It's being pushed by the governor, that crazy ass lady they got out there as the governor, Hawkcloth or whatever her name is. And one of the judges had approved it. And so it is moving forward, but there are senators out there who ain't jacking that shit. But my New Yorkers and, certain stuff that starts in New York, California, starts to spread around the country. So everybody needs to be keeping their eye on what's going on with that. I forgot what the name of it is.
You can Google it. It's called NY 2.13. So Google NY 2.13, and you guys should be able to bring up that information in reference to what's going on out there in New York when it comes to this quarantine and, BS. Or what, I don't know if it's quarantine, but yeah, NY 2.13.
Right. All right, so let's get into our main topic, man. Let me see if I can find this real quick. So there's a lawsuit that's going on right now with the reggaeton community. Bad Bunny.
Who's that?
This is on Rolling Stone right here. Let me share this with y'all.
Who's that?
Right. Who's Bad Bunny?
Who's Bad
Bunny? They say he's the new king of pop.
Oh, God.
I can't tell you what song he sings. I have no idea. I can't even pick him out of lineup, to tell you the truth.
Man.
I don't know the difference between Bad Bunny and
the Easter Bunny.
And anybody else.
Or
I
Roger
don't know. But this is the headline right here. Bad Bunny lawsuit. Hold on. Judge concerned reggaeton copyright claim might stifle the entire genre. Lawyers for Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee, and scores of reggaeton artists argued that the dembow rhythm in 1989's Fish Market is not protectable. So, you know how for years we've been saying this, when reggaeton first popped, for years we've been saying every song sound the same.
Yeah.
You know how we say it all sound the same to us? Because it is the same. It's literally the same exact beat. Every single song sampled. Y'all know the reggae song, Dembo, 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 Dembo. Classic reggae anthem. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know when that shit came out, in the 80s, I think. But every single reggaeton song samples the drums from that record. And they're trying to say, basically, they're trying to say that it's what do you call it? It's like community property. What do you call that? Like they have the right to use it. They don't have to clear the sample, is what they're trying to say. That's their argument. You know what I mean? Because every single song samples that one beat. The whole genre is based off of one beat.
One beat.
Am I freezing up or anything?
They said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We just gonna roll with that same drum.
Am I still here?
And y'all leave. Yeah, you're fine.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
I think.
You never fell
I'm
off.
fine? Oh.
You've been fine the whole time.
I see this thing. Okay, good. All right, cool. So yeah, let me read some of this for y'all then. A federal judge, look, you got the judge caping for these people, by the way. A federal judge voiced concern Friday that a sprawling copyright infringement lawsuit against reggaeton superstar Bad Bunny and more than 100 other artists, including Karol G, Pitbull, Anita, Drake, Daddy Yankee, could put a chokehold on the creativity of an entire music genre. And it won't let me see the rest of the article unless I sign up to their shit. So this is one of those things. So it won't let me see the rest of the article here. But basically, that's the long and short of it. Every single reggaeton song samples that one reggae record, and the artist that sings that reggae record never got paid a dime. The sample never has been cleared. They just been using it as if it's like eminent domain, not eminent domain. I forgot what you call that shit when it's like community property. When everybody's allowed to use it. The song came out in 1989, thank you. Yeah, Clevie wants that check. Imagine how much money that gotta be.
Run that man his money.
Imagine how much money they owe to this one artist.
Right. Run him his money.
Right? And the judge is actually caping for these people. He see what it is, clear as day in front of him, right? The judge is like, oh shit. If I allow this to go through, all these motherfuckers is finished. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like one artist is being sued for one song and they're gonna have to pay, back royalties or whatever the case may be. They're like, hold on, every single song, and it's the whole genre is based on this one beat.
One beat.
And so that goes to show you how creative they are. These are the people that's telling us they co-created hip hop. Somebody
needs to go get Busta Rhymes and ask him what's up with this.
Right. I wonder exactly. I wonder because Busta Rhymes, as a proud Jamaican and me knows it and all that shit you was talking. What side do you fall on with this, Bus?
Right, right. I'm just
Which
saying.
side do you fall on with this?
I need
Now,
answers.
this puts Busta Rhymes in a little bit of a pickle now. Right?
And you know that he ain't saying nothing though.
Yeah, he be trying to claim camaraderie, so much camaraderie with the Latinos because he says the Latinos are the ones that inspired him or gave him the courage to be able to rep his own Jamaican culture. You know, he used to try to hide his Jamaican culture, but when he seen the Latinos being loud and proud about who they are, that gave him the strength to be loud and proud about who he is. And then he went overboard just about who he is, start trying to claim that they not only is he a proud Jamaican, but Jamaicans also created hip hop too.
Right.
So y'all trying to tell us that the Jamaicans and the Latinos created hip hop. Now here's the thing, right? This lawsuit is going on against these reggaeton artists about this one beat. But do you know how many reggae songs use that same exact beat? It's not just the reggaeton genre that's lacking in creativity. And I like reggae music. Don't get me wrong. I'm a dancehall fan. I'm a reggae music fan. I grew up on, I'm from New York. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on that shit. I love the music. I'm a fan of a lot of the artists and all that. But just keeping it real, it's mad reggae songs that use the same exact rhythm. They don't have creativity like that. That's the reason why they only have the one genre. You know what I'm saying? They don't have like a bunch of genres like us. Every decade we come out with a new genre, a whole new sound that everybody copies and emulates. They've been having the same sound since the beginning of time.
Since the beginning of time.
I'm just saying. So really, they're giving credit to what's his full name? Star Clevie. What's Clevie's name? The artist that they're giving credit to for the Dembow beat. They saying that's where the beat comes from. I don't know if that's where it originated, but I know that there's a gazillion reggae songs that use the same beat also. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? Dewan needs to talk about this in his documentary.
Yeah, Dewan, I'm pretty sure Dewan knows the details in the background on all of this shit.
I'm gonna send it to him just in case so he can talk about this on maybe his YouTube, because what's going on?
I just find it funny. I just find it funny that these are the people who claim to be the co-creators of hip hop. Like they done pushed us out of it. You know what I'm saying? The Jamaicans and the Latinos created hip hop 50-50. We ain't do shit, by the way. It was the Jamaicans and the Latinos, they created it 50-50. We're guessing hip hop.
We're guessing.
You know, we ain't got no culture. We just been sitting around in the projects eating fried chicken until they showed up and they showed up and showed us how to party.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a song?
Yes.
It's an old song. Yeah, I know it was.
Steely and Clevie is two artists. Thank you. Steely and Clevie, the Dembow song, Steely and Clevie. That's who gets credit, I guess, for the beat that the whole reggaeton genre is based on. It's comprised of. How do y'all feel right now, man?
They don't feel nothing.
They don't feel nothing. They proud of this.
Because it's not their focal point, right?
They're focused on hip hop.
Right? They're focused on colonizing our foundational Black American creations. That's it. That's all. They're not worried about this. If they can bury this, they will. If you think about it, we saw this article, but it's not something that's being blasted too much.
No, because like again, the judge is caping. You know, the judge is trying to find a way to throw the shit out so they don't have to go through with it. Which tells me that there's people high up who's in that judge's ear, in that judge's pockets. You know what I'm saying? So my thing, and again, it's a colonizer mentality, and that's the reason why the defense is what it is. They're saying, well, yeah, that is the beat from that song, but we shouldn't have to pay for it. That's basically what they're trying to say. They're not denying that the beat is the beat. They're saying, yeah, that's the beat, but we shouldn't have to pay for that. We should be allowed to use that beat any way that we want to over and over again.
No, you need to pay the person that created that beat. Then you can use it, great.
That's
But
literally
one,
their
you need to get
argument.
it cleared. You need to get it cleared like you do everything else, and pay the piper.
Man, listen, man.
Because they're making money off of it. They're not doing it for
Hell
free
yeah.
in a way. They're making money off of it. So how dare you expect this person to not get anything?
Right.
Hey, how do you guys feel
And
about, so this kind of goes into what Boosie is saying, to all these artists that have used his stuff and haven't cleared him, asked him or paid him. And, people had a problem with Boosie kind of going on his social media saying he was going to sue.
I see. I don't listen to Boosie like that. I did see that, but I don't know his music like that. But I tried to look at the two songs that he was talking about. The song that he was talking about that YG used,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't hear the similarity. I didn't hear it.
It was another one too. I can't think of it, but that dude was just like, "Well, you should have just came to me. I'm gonna go ahead and pay you," and blah blah blah. My whole thing is, he shouldn't have to go do. If you know you sampled his shit, then just pay him automatically. Don't wait for him to catch you doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the right thing up front. Like, because everybody, is doing this, for their legacy, because one, they love music, but this is also their livelihood as well. Like, don't wait till you get caught doing something to decide you're going to do the right thing after someone threatens to sue you. You already knew you used it. Why didn't you clear it with him in the beginning?
Yeah, creators should be paid for their work.
Period.
I don't have a problem with sampling. I'm a fan of sampling.
Right.
The art of sampling, not just sampling for the sake of sampling. Like a lot of stuff that you see now, you got people sampling the samples. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of songs that's out now, it's a sample of a sample. I don't like shit like that because there's no creativity there. But there's an art to sampling that I do respect and admire, and it's a part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But I also do believe that the original artists deserve to get paid for their work. You know what I'm saying?
Rod Wave, by the way.
It was Rod Wave that okay. And he probably ain't even know. He probably ain't even know. A lot of times it's the producer that's sampling the music.
Well, so now he says he's not dropping any more music after fans accuse him of stealing songs from not just Boosie, but Jay-Z, Ed Sheeran, and Drake. So he's doing everybody, and he's not paying up. So he knows what he's doing at this point.
That's different. I did see that. With the Rod Wave thing, that's not sampling. What Rod Wave is doing, from what I saw, I don't listen to his music like that, but he's literally like taking the lyrics from somebody's song and just singing it, changing the melody, and like he's literally
plagiarizing. So it's plagiarizing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. He's literally like that's different than. Like a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but some people say Jay-Z be stealing people lyrics. I don't agree with that. Because Jay-Z, what he do is what a lot of rappers do. You know what I'm saying? They'll borrow a line from a song here and there, but it's not hidden. It's like homage to that person. It's not hidden at all. It's a common known thing, and a lot of people do that. Everybody does it, as a matter of fact.
Listen, anytime, and this is just my opinion, but anytime it's time to hold Jay-Z to the fire, everybody be giving this Negro passes. Nope, Jay-Z getting it too. Go after Jay-Z too. All of them.
Jay-Z is, but I'm saying there's a difference between what Jay-Z is doing and what Rod Wave is doing. See, Rod Wave is trying to pass this off like it's his original material. Yeah. When Jay-Z quotes a line from Biggie, it's known that it's a line from Biggie. Everybody already knows it. He's bigging Biggie up when he does it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's trying to pass it off as his own original lyrics. That's a whole different thing. And like I said, everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg did a whole entire Slick Rick song. He just changed the names to his own name and his people's names. He switched the names to him and the Dog Pound, but he did the whole damn Slick Rick song from beginning to end. It wasn't biting. Everybody know this is Slick Rick's song. He was just paying homage. He was doing a rendition of it. That's not the same thing as what Rod Wave is doing.
Wave.
That's some bullshit what Rod Wave is doing. That's straight up bite. So Chick Named Star said Jay-Z is a lyrical thief too. Nah, I don't agree with that.
Thank you, Cuzzo. Thank you. Because I
My
feel
favorite
the same
thing
way.
is Heavy D, I'll be waiting from Luther Vandross, don't you know? Damn. I gotta pull that one up. I gotta pull that one up. Heavy D, one of my favorite artists too, by the way. I love Heavy D. Non-FBA brother, legendary artist though. But yeah, Jay-Z, that ain't the same at all. That ain't the same at all. I can't even think of a top tier MC that doesn't do that. Everybody does that.
It's such a Rod Wave.
Now that Rod Wave shit is different. When I saw that and they was putting the lyrics side by side and all of that shit, I was like, wow, because I don't listen to his music, so I didn't know. But I seen one video where they had the lyrics side by side and play his song and play the original song and all that. That's different. That's some whole biting ass shit he doing.
Now all of a sudden he's just not gonna do music at all. Like, don't stop doing music. They could just pay people and do it right.
No, write your own shit.
Well, he's clearly creative, obviously, right? So write your own stuff. No. He was creative enough to switch it up.
That's not creative. That's not creative. That's like, we used to do shit like that for fun, right? It'd be a popular song that's out, and like what Snoop did, we'll just sing the song in our own way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put our name in it, big up our block or whatever the case may be. We used to do shit like that for fun. But this nigga done went in the studio and put the shit out.
And became a thing off somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? because he catering to a demographic who don't know the music. These are older songs that he wasn't up on. His audience just ain't up on it. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to pull it off with the newer generation who don't really know this music like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. That's not the same at all.
That's crazy.
That's some bullshit.
And it's embarrassing too. It's embarrassing to me. I feel like that's embarrassing. As an artist, I would be embarrassed.
Exactly. And I would definitely be embarrassed if I was a reggaeton artist, because it's not just about that all of y'all. It is really about that.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that every song,
all of them.
Y'all, not only did y'all not pay this man, which that shows the lack of integrity, you know what I'm saying? But it really shows a lack of creativity for your whole culture.
Right.
Because what did y'all create?
Nothing.
What have y'all actually created that we can give you real, true 100% credit for?
Sour sauce.
That resonates outside of your own culture, because you know what I'm saying, I don't know the history of salsa, bachata, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying, but that shit don't resonate outside your culture. I'm talking about anything that resonates outside your own culture that you actually created that became influential in the world. What have y'all done?
Sour sop tea.
Huh?
I'm gonna say sour sop tea.
Oh, sour sop tea? Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking they probably did. I'm trying to find something.
Sour sop tea. You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
I actually got me some. I mean, the drops. You gotta keep your media.
No, I could give our Caribbean brothers and sisters credit for a lot of the herbal stuff, a lot of the you know what I'm saying? They kept that going. They kept that going and brought it to the forefront in the country. I could give them credit, Dr. Sabi and people like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But I was talking about on the music creative side of things. You know what I'm saying?
All music started with foundational Black Americans, and we know that. So we can't give credit, to them starting something. Like, everything started with us, if we're gonna be real about it. Not to say that they didn't create something thereafter, but it started with us. So no, We're gonna stick to soursop tea. Soursop. Soursop.
Man. Man. Hey,
No
yo,
shade.
me and Seven was talking about Mojo today. We were talking about Mojo today. He was asking me about it because his mom had gave him like this little gift bag with some little toys in it. It looked like a Mojo bag. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh, you got your little Mojo bag. And so he like, what's that? And so we was looking it up and stuff. And I was showing him. And let me pull it up because Wikipedia actually got this thing right.
Really?
Wikipedia kept this thing 100. I think it was Wikipedia, but whatever was the first one that came up. Hold on. They actually told it right. I was like, okay. Yep. Check this out, y'all. Let me share this with y'all. Oh, this page. Boom. We gotta close this. Look, Mojo, African American culture. You know, we gotta, you know what they mean when they say African American. They talking about us. You know what I mean? We still got to get them up on the correct terminology, but they actually got the history right here. Mojo, an African American spiritual practice called hoodoo, is an amulet consisting of a flannel bag containing one or more magical items. It is a prayer in a bag or a spell that can be carried with or on the host body. Alternative American names for the Mojo bag include Gris bag, hand, Mojo hand, Toby, Nation sack, conjure hand, lucky hand, conjure bag, juju bag, trick bag, tricking bag, group bag, and Jomo. The word Mojo also refers to magic and charms. Mojo containers are bags, guards, bottles, shells, and other containers. The making of Mojo bags in hoodoo is a system of African American occult magic. The creation of Mojo bags is an esoteric system that involves sometimes housing spirits inside of bags for either protection, healing, or harm, and to consult with spirits. Other times, Mojo bags are created to manifest results in a person's life, such as good luck, money, or love. And so, yeah, this is a part of foundational Black and American culture that I think has largely been lost. A lot of us ain't even up on this shit no more.
Here we go. We get
the
mysteries of the root.
Yep. And so I think when a lot of us left the South, the whole Great Migration and all that, and we started flooding into the inner cities and all of that, a lot of our culture was lost during that time. I think, man, you know, we got away from the nature. You know, we got away from the earth and the plants and, you know, the farm life and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Being in these cities surrounded by concrete and shit like that, we kind of lost that, and it wasn't passed down. So a lot of us ain't even up on this part of our history, but this is uniquely foundational Black American culture.
Yep. You better.
And I forgot why I even brought that up, but.
And so it just, you know, when Dr. Claude Anderson says that we're an exceptional people, you know what I'm saying? And you start to learn more and more, because he's been saying this for so long. And some of us maybe didn't see that in ourselves or see that in our people. But when you read stuff like this, you know, Mysteries of the Root, you know, and other things about our history, you know, everything that he has been saying for so long, and, you know, some of us are just getting up on his stuff. It just makes even more sense. We are an exceptional people.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And there's still so much to be uncovered. Right. There's still so much to be uncovered right here on this land. You know what I'm saying? So much that we accomplished, so much that we're responsible for. Damn, I seen something recently that sparked me that I didn't know about. Not what that was, man. But shout out to a lot of the foundational Black American influencers out there who's doing the work in the social media spaces, doing real heavy research and being creative with disseminating the information. Because I come across a lot of y'all stuff and I go and do my research like, damn, I didn't even know about this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? And
Chase
so I
McGee.
appreciate y'all. Say what?
I said Chase McGee, being one.
Oh, yeah. My brother Chase. Shout out to my brother Chase. That's my guy. He got a new book out too.
Yes.
And they shut down one of his pages as soon as he released the book. Because you know, every time he created a specific page for each one of his projects. And as soon as he released the book, his Instagram page got shut down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So make sure y'all support that brother Chase McGee. The Voice of the Ancestors is, I think, the main page that he operates from on Instagram. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow our brother Chase McGee. And there's another young sister. I can't think of her name too, but I know she's FBA and Jamaican. One of her parents is from Jamaica, and one of her parents is from here. But she be going at the tethers heavy. She be going at with history and facts. Young sister. Young sister. I can't think of her name, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about. A lot of her stuff be going viral.
Wait, before I know we're gonna be possibly winding down soon, but I wanted to also talk about that photo that's circling around with my son, as well as what's the old girl name? Tamika Mallory with these immigrant shirts on, like we supposed to be supporting these immigrants. I'm like,
right,
y'all, they sicken me. Like everything that Black people are going through, why the heck are y'all walking around here? The shirt says immigration is a Black issue. You lying to me? Lie.
Right.
That's a lie.
Right.
Like, are you kidding?
And so I will clear it up a little bit. The picture is old. It's not now. A lot of people was thinking it was now. And there's a video of Tamika speaking that's from like 2 years ago too, and it's going viral now. So people think that this is something new. The video and the picture is old. So they're not out there saying this now. They ain't saying nothing now. They're quiet right now. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they were saying during the election. This is what they were saying to convince niggas to get to the polls and all of that. Immigration is a Black issue and all of that dumb shit. And she was talking about
anything, they stand on it still. To me, if they're not saying anything now, that means they still feel this way.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just clearing it up for people who think that the video is new or that the picture is new. I'm just clearing that part up. I'm not saying that they changed their stance or nothing like that. Obviously, they quiet right now for a reason. But
the church house mouse.
She was saying in the video, it was from Drink Champs, and she was talking about how she was talking about all the things that Biden did, all the good things that Biden did. And she was saying, yeah, he did this for the immigrant community. He did this for this community, this for this community. But when it came to the Black community, he can't do nothing just like that for us. It's not that simple for us. Right. Everybody else, he was able to get stuff done. Simple though. Stroke of a pen. And as soon as it came to us, it's just not that simple. It's complicated and all this shit.
He got a magic wand though for everybody else.
We know who they is. We know how they stand. I seen a video with the smart guy. Y'all know the smart guy? You know the smart guy. You sent me an interview that he did when he was talking about how his mother molested him. And
I like his stuff. I like his stuff.
Him and my son did a live recently. I couldn't get through the whole thing, to be honest. Wow. I started to listen. I started to listen to it, and I don't know. They was kind of babbling to me. They was kind of babbling. Both of them. I didn't want to hear it. I couldn't get through the whole thing. I got through like the first 10, 12 minutes or so. And I was like, man, I can't.
Yeah, I mean.
They the leaders. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to follow them because they the leaders. And, I agree with what they were saying about the money part, because they was talking about, how niggas ain't gonna be poor righteous teachers, and even though we doing stuff for the people, we still gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was talking about. I agree with that part of it,
right?
Part of what they saying. But as far as some of the stuff that they was presenting and in the way that they was positioning themselves, I was like, nigga, what are y'all talking about? Like, huh? Yeah, y'all go check it out. And
at this point, you guys are clowns in the community. That's what you are. You're leading the clown squad. That's it.
And I kind of like the smart guy when he talks about like his story, his personal story, and stuff like that. But then when it comes to dealing with wider issues, dealing with the entire community, these niggas be losing me. These niggas be losing me. I don't know what niggas be talking about, man.
They don't want to hold white supremacy to the fire, basically.
I think the problem is you don't really know what the issue is. Oh, I ain't gonna say that about Mike's song, but when I listen to the smart guy, I think he really doesn't understand. Like if I was to talk to him, I would ask him. My question would be, tell me what are the top three problems facing Black America. I don't think he would get that answer right.
No, he'll say black on black crime. I don't think he would go directly to the economic issue.
Right. Directly to the economic issue and start talking about reparations, hate crime bill, like stuff like that. I don't think he would. Those would be on the top of the list, just based on what I hear from him when he's talking about some of the issues that he wants to address in the community. These are things that you're just spinning your wheels. You're not resolving anything with this stuff that you're talking about. You're not getting to the root of the matter with none of the stuff that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. But other than that, I do like some of the stuff that his content that he puts out there. I think he's a smart brother and all that. But just when it comes to talking about, wider issues that deal with the masses of our people, it ain't for everybody. I'll just say that.
Nope. And that's good. I think that's good, though, because that's how confusion starts.
Mm-hmm.
It don't need to be. I mean, the masses of our people need to understand it, yes. But I don't feel like the masses of our people need to be speaking on it.
Right.
Because everybody ain't speaking right.
Right. Man, so we talked about a lot today, man.
We did. This was fun. Yeah.
We got anybody on Wednesday?
No.
So we probably be back. Well, we probably be back with that after the Christmas break or something, right? With the Black Business Showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably gonna resume the Black Business Showcase after the Christmas break.
And I do have a guest scheduled for January 4th. January 4th, I do have someone scheduled for, so.
Yeah, so like I said, right after the Christmas break, we'll be back rocking and rolling with the Black Business Showcase. If you are a Black business owner, or you know somebody who is a business owner or entrepreneur and would like to have your business showcased on our channel, hit up me or hit up Nicety Girl. Let us know what you got going on, and we'll see about getting you on the schedule so we can keep this thing going, man.
You can also email us at godcastenterprises@gmail.com. That's godcastenterprises@gmail.com.
I will be doing a couple of in-persons with some of the business that's here locally. My brother Devin that we interviewed a couple of weeks ago that had the basketball training facility. I'm going to be pulling up on him at the facility to do an in-person joint. We trying to set that up. I was talking to him earlier. We trying to organize it with my son and some of his teammates to do it with us. But their schedule is so hectic. I mean, they got these dudes practicing every day. It ain't practice, it's a game, and then they all got jobs. So it's hard to catch up with their ass, trying to get them in one place. But yeah, we're trying to organize that now so I can pull up on him. Another brother that I just met who is a mobile barber. Shout out to this brother. His name is escaping me right now, but the name of his joint is Mobile Cuts. His name is Mobile Cuts, Kutz. He's doing a lot of good community work, and he also has several other businesses as well. I met him the other day, man. He had the barber truck parked in our plaza where our barbershop is at, and the dude that owned the shop, shout out to UG Money, but I'm gonna shout out to UG Money, but I'm gonna keep it 100. He was feeling some type of way when he saw the van parked in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, man, this dude down there got the barber van over here, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, what's the problem? So he like, nah, I'm saying, we got a contract over here. Ain't no other barber supposed to be in this plaza. So I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but did you talk to the dude? See what's going on. He might be in hard times right now. You know what I'm saying? He might have been working at a shop or somewhere. He ain't got no place to be right now. He just trying to get it how he live. It could be anything going on with that brother right now. Did you talk to him, see what's going on with him? And he like, nah, I'm just gonna not the HOA, but whoever the people
complain. Basically complain.
run the plaza. Yeah. And so I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go holler at dude. I'm gonna go talk to him, see what's up. And so I went over there and I talked to him. And the only reason why he was there because at the end of the plaza there's a nail salon, and that's his meetup place with him and his baby mother. That's where they meet up to exchange the kids. That's the only reason why he was parked there. And in the meantime, while he was parked there, he did get a client. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, it's one person. How many clients he gonna steal from? Like, we one of the busiest shops out here. Right. We stay busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how many clients is he gonna steal from us? It's one barber. He can only cut so many heads, even if he was trying to do that. I'm like, it's not a threat to what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's another brother trying to do his thing. Go holler at him and see what's up. And so when I was talking to him, it was a real good conversation. He built the van himself. He got a couple of them. He built it, designed everything himself. He's doing a lot of work in the community, a lot of give back stuff. He was at one of the local high schools giving away free haircuts and all different type of stuff like that. He got but he got a dope reality show that he's produced on YouTube, sending around the barbering and all this stuff. Like, he's doing his thing. And he's also a barber instructor. He's teaching people how to cut hair. He's getting people their license and all of that stuff. And so he's not looking to try to come over here and steal no clientele, man. People gotta get out of that type of mindset. You know what I mean? Look to support one another, man. See how we can help one another. You know what I mean? Everything is not
each other as a threat. Right.
Yeah.
We have one over here in Compton. He's next to a barbecue spot out here. And I love his little setup. And it's so funny because he was the only one who has his little thing. It's nicely set up in the inside because I go get barbecue from over there. Now all of a sudden you have all these Latinos with these beat down little mobile homes. It's like old as heck on flat. Now they got signs out there that says barbershop on the outside of their raggedy, mobile homes. They were never there. This guy has been here for years or whatever. And his is nice. It's nice or whatever. So now we're seeing a bunch of other people that's not us, they're trying to do the same thing, but they're literally on the corner with some broken down whole mobile homes, that's on flat, that's dirty, dusty, and everything with a sign that just says barbershop on it. So their flex is not like ours.
And that's another thing I noticed too, though, that I really don't like to see with us, is that when it comes to Black businesses, we hold each other to these ridiculous standards. But we let other people set up shop and do whatever, right? There's this plaza that's not too far from me. There's a husband and wife. I think they're from Chicago. They have a vegan restaurant there. It's called the Bougie Southerner. And on the other side of the plaza, they have one of those content spaces. What do they call it? A selfie museum or something like that. Like, they have a whole bunch of different booths, and it's like you can go in there and do podcasts or photo shoots or whatever the case may be. They got a whole bunch of different themes that you could choose from, and you rent the space and you go in there, do your content. You know what I'm saying? And in between them, there's another Black-owned restaurant. I forgot where this sister is from, but you walk in there, it's beautiful. I'm talking about the interior decoration, immaculate. All the furniture, the stuff on the walls, it's just fly. All of the Black businesses, they shit is crispy, A1, fly shit. There's another shop in there that's a halal spot owned by some Arabs. Food is pretty good though. I ain't gonna knock their food. Their food is all right. You know what I'm saying? I like a good halal plate every now and then. But you go inside that restaurant, it looked like they got everything from like a yard sale. Everything is mismatched. Don't nothing go together. Everything is used. And then it's like you don't even know what it is unless you know what it is. Like, the kitchen is in the back, they cooking, but they selling like burqas and fucking dresses and
a swap meet up in there.
Cell phone accessories. Yeah, like they got all type of shit going on. You know what I mean? It's a mess up in there. You know what I mean? But if a Black person had their shit set up like that, everybody be complaining.
Oh yeah.
Everybody be complaining, telling them how they need to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll go in there once in a while and get a halal plate, like I said, and they always busy. But when I go in the Bougie Southerner, or when the other one is called the Aftertaste, if I go up in the Aftertaste, they barely got any customers.
Right.
And like I said, this shit is fly. The food is good, and the customer service is good, and the shit is fly. But it's pricey. But they deserve the price that they're asking for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They deserve the price
they
that
got
they're asking for. You gonna go in there and get you ain't gonna go in there and get no $10, $12 plate. You know what I'm saying? You go in there, you're gonna spend $20, $25 for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Or more. You know what I mean? But to me, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? The whole presentation is worth it. You could tell they put love into this. You know what I'm saying? This is their blood, sweat, and tears that they put into this. They deserve the price that they're asking for, in my opinion.
I had a bad experience at a Jamaican restaurant recently. I went to a funeral a few weeks ago, and after the funeral, we decided to go eat because they weren't having a repast or anything like that. So my mom, my brother, and I decided that we were just going to go have breakfast. The funeral was at 10. I want to say it was like 9:30 or 10. Anyway, we were out of there by 11:30. So it was like, we haven't had breakfast. Let's go eat. So it's in Inglewood, and we thought that it was an IHOP. And it was, but IHOP is now gone, and it's called We Jammin', something like that. So we get in there. I don't know if they had just opened or whatever. No, it said they had opened at 10. Anywho, so we in there. We're the only ones up in there, y'all. Only one. So the lady sits us down or whatever. We're probably sitting there a good 30 minutes before she brings us menus, asks us if we want some water, some orange juice. Y'all ready to order? Like literally 30 minutes. We sitting there like, like nobody's in here. Like, is she gonna come over here and say anything or whatever? So we was like, okay, well, since they're not coming, literally 30 minutes. We sat there, we forgot. Like we were just talking and stuff. And so we just like, okay, well, excuse me. She just like walking by, like not saying nothing. So we got up and left. As soon as we started walking to the door, you guys ready to order? Bitch, bye. Like literally 30 minutes. We were just sitting there like, oh, she's gonna come. We were like, excuse me. We're the only 3 people in the restaurant at this time. Only 3 of us. And we're like, excuse me, and I want some coffee, excuse me. Like, and she just walking around like, and there's nothing to wipe. There's no one here. It's like 11:30 in the morning. And as soon as we walked out the door, she was like, you guys ready to order? Man. Didn't
that happen to us in Texas?
Yes.
When we was in Dallas?
And it was a bad wig, too. Wig was horrible.
At the Jamaican spot. The Jamaican spot that we went to in Dallas. Yeah, we had the same type of situation.
And we were the only ones there.
We were the only ones there. They took mad long to come take our order. Yeah, that same shit happened to us. Now, Jamaican spot
happened in Dallas.
Jamaican spots are known for being rude.
Wow.
But usually the ruder they are, the better the food is. Usually.
Damn that. Don't treat me like that. Usually. Like, damn it.
But nah, that right there, just have you sitting there not taking your order or nothing like that. That's just poor customer service.
Us water, coffee. Usually, even if you're looking at the menu, they'll be like, you can. She sat us. So would you guys like to start with some drinks while you look at the menu? Like nothing. She walked away. She's walking around. She's looking dumbfounded, and I'm like, excuse me, excuse me. Every time I seen her ass, and she just ignored us. So we was like, y'all just want to go because I don't know, like it's getting kind of rude. And so we get up and walk. As soon as we push the door open, you guys ready to order?
Hell no.
I was ready to order 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Y'all ain't got nothing but jerk chicken, oxtails, curry goat. There's only 3 options. Stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it won't take that long for nobody to make up their mind. We knew what we wanted when we walked in the door. It's a Jamaican spot. I want some oxtails.
I could not believe it. I was just like, are you kidding me? And we ended up at damn Denny's.
Oh Lord, not Denny's.
We ended up at Denny's. Like we were
like Denny's.
But it was crazy. Like we're trying to when we walked in, like first of all, it's black. You know what I'm saying? Let's support. We can have some Jamaican food, whatever. And this food was just like we weren't there.
All right, but we about to get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with us today, as always. If you have not done so on your way out, make sure that you hit the like button, please. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook or you're watching us on Sincere Love the God channel on YouTube, make sure you also head on over to the Godcast Enterprises channel, Godcast Enterprises on YouTube, and subscribe to that channel as well. That's going to be the main central location for our Godcast materials. So make sure you subscribe to the Godcast Enterprises channel on YouTube. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's it. Y'all make sure you guys go and pre-order our volume 2 of 7 the Super Heru, 7's Big Chop at www.godcastbooks.com, and also make sure you get the merch, Sincere's merch at themastersrsvp.com, and stream all music on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys are doing that, and we'll see you guys. Maybe do a surprise show during the week since we don't have anything set scheduled for the Black Business Showcase. So maybe we'll pop in sometime this week. And yeah, we'll see you guys on next Sunday for sure.
I'm with that. Definitely with that. But as long as you are subscribed and you got that notification bell, then you should be notified whatever we decide to do. But that does it for today's episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. We appreciate y'all. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.